I'd like to take a moment and talk about the three different almost movements, if you will, of this etude. They are broken up into three sections. The first one is labeled dramatic, and because he takes the time to label it that way, perform it that way. Be very, very dramatic about, again, the dynamics, the articulations, the rhythm. Speaking of rhythm, always subdivide in your head. This is super important in this section. The difference between the triplets and 16th notes. You can see right off the bat that there's 16th notes in the first bar. Second bar, there's a triplet with the first note missing. There's a tie in the third bar into a triplet, on and on and on. So be very, very careful that on the longer notes, or the quarters or the dotted quarters, that you're constantly subdividing the note that's coming up. So for instance, at the beginning, I'm thinking 1 E and a 2, da, 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 dun, dun, keeping those 16ths going. Look at bar 5. You know, beat 2 is a triplet, beat 3 is a 16th figure with the last 16th missing, and then he goes right back into a triplet. So think about those triplets through the entire bar. Beat 3, keep it nice and even, 3 E and then triplet. You know, you might have to do some really, really interesting subdividing in your head for that section. And the last thing in here is really the mute change. It's a very, very, very quick one. So I'm going to perform this with a string on my mute like so. If you have one of those, great. If not, and if you perform sitting, then maybe bring an extra chair or grab an extra chair if you can. Put your mute on it just so it's elevated so you can really grab it quickly. Be sure, even when you're grabbing the mute, to count that full bar of rest. You know, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you're not late. And of course, don't hit your mute on things even though it's a quick change like your bell, because that'll distract from the performance.